stuck together. Shapara Nara Patan, Shala Anach Nawa Ama. Came from the black womb of a mama. Not born from a regular, every though we didn't know our name. Brenda throwing babies in the dumpster cause the bread pint. Lies being spread, so we voted for the same light. It's like we hate it cause we born in the perpetual hell of insanity. When will we ever time to dream? Brothers and sisters is getting passports cause they sick of all the drama. Don't wanna go to the gym cause somebody might start thumping. For nothing at the school, learning nothing. And mad cause we said something. Saying loud, man, they say it with your chest, but nobody gon' come unless they call by the one. It's like we're wasting time, but somebody gotta say something. Trapped in these prisons, but my mind is a more than the overcomer. Back to where I came from. I'm a late member. Why so many wanna be the next gangster on the block with your Glock posted up? Will you stop? Pay attention. Old head trying to tell us what they know. I ain't old, but that money make it hard to let it go. Not sold to the next builder, rather be an Allah higher. You know what pride make a leader wanna be a liar, huh? Ain't nothing new, so we looking at the old school. Africa Diaspora News Channel on the YouTube. The K Judah and the Pastor Kelly, to Lee 11, and much more on the mission. I say repentance is the only way for salvation. You know for slavery, Messiah came to buy us with his blood. Although no money that can pay us for the pain that we suffer. Ain't nothing free, give us what you owe. So many people wanna make it to the kingdom, but they wanna put it work. But they quick to put you in the dirt. Paying bills every 30 days, still slaves. We was born in the land of captivity and being hazed. While we getting murked over red or a blue t-shirt. The block is hot, it ain't opposite. We get it hunted by the wolf in the foster. We locked down in the county jail. And it convicted getting locked in the state prison. Giving free labor to the new slave master. The only place the president make it work for was the God for credit to the grave. Are we born to be slaves? Led captive in last days. Every country, you can't pay me to be a sell lot. You ain't got enough. Though life is hard, I won't settle for a shortcut. Back to where I came from. I'm a late member. Yes, sir. Back to where I came from. I'm a late member. Yeah, yeah. Back to where I came from. I'm a late member. Poet, Valentina, news video, all of y'all, love all of y'all. Mr. Moshe, K Judah. Sorry if I missed any of y'all.
Okay, my audio ain't working like I want it to work. Things is kind of screwed up. I don't know what's really going on right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pretend like it's okay, cause it might be. And I'm gonna just go ahead and start reading the Bible. And also I have a book too that I pulled up. So I don't know which one of these. I got too many. So let me see. One of these got to be the right one. So that was the wrong one I closed. But that's the book that I wanted y'all to see. Okay. This is the book that Chicky History Channel shared with me. And since my audio ain't working properly today, I'm just gonna read a little bit of this. What the sister had said. Cause this ain't going well for me today. This just ain't going well for me today. Let me see. So I'm gonna try to read this. It's been this audio lately, ain't been right. All right, this book, I'll tell y'all the name of it when I'm done reading. But it says Light Truth. But I'll tell you the name of it when I'm done reading this part right here. Matter of fact, this is page 135, so I guess I can come back to this. So let's go back to the start of the book. Just go to number 4. All right. So we're going to see the name of the book because it's so. All right. Light is called Light and Truth, collected from the Bible and ancient and modern history, containing the universal history of the colored and the Indian race, from the creation of the world to the present time, by R.B. Lewis, a colored man. Okay? Search this work with care and candor. Every line and page you read will brighten all the truths of the scripture, provide by history, plain indeed. Boston, published by a committee of colored gentlemen, Benjamin F. Roberts, printer, 1844. Okay. Entered according to the Act of Congress. Entered according to the Act of Congress in the year 1836 by R.B. Lewis in the clerk's office of the District Court of Maine, and transferred to Messrs. Dalton, Robert Scott, and Lewis of Boston, I think it's Massachusetts, I don't know, October the 10th, 1843. So this book is very old, all right? And then they give you the introduction. And he said that this book was written by him, a colored man, in the 1800s. All right, so now let me go back to the page. Matter of fact, let me read a little bit more of this. All right, Thomas Dalton, Charles H. Roberts, Andrews V. Lewis, James Scott, Boston, January 25th, 1844. Publishing Committee. So they had their own publishing group. They say, we, the undersigned, in consideration of the valuable information contained in this work, and in behalf of the welfare of the colored and Indian race, submit the same to a candidate persuasion. All right. So now let me click here. The ancient Arabians. All right. So they going over the history about Africa. Look at this. The Saracens, or Moors from Arabia, brought into Europe the figures in arithmetic and the letters of the alphabet about 991 years AC. The word Negro. Now we get into the word Negro. Negro is derived from the Latin term nigger or nigger, not Niger, nigger, meaning black. The following term and definitions are in the American edition of Dr. Walker's dictionary. Moor, So this came out of Dr. Walker's dictionary, probably older than, you know, it got to be older than everybody on this earth living right now. Moor, a marsh, a fen, a Negro. Marsh, a fen, a bog, a swamp, a plant. Moorish, fenny, marshy. Negro, black, Moor. Negro, black, Moor. In Dr. Johnson's dictionary, American edition, by I don't like to say that, but that's what he got. Joseph Hamilton, I think Hamilton, the M kind of MA 1810. We find these words thus define: black, dark, cloudy, mournful, wicked. Black, a Negro, the dark color. Mourning. Moor, a Negro. Marsh, fen, bog. Moorish or Maury, Morashai, Finney. Negro, a black Moor. A Moor. Negro, a black Moor. Or they say black or Moor. A Moor. Negro, a Moor. In the dictionary for schools by Dr. Webster, American edition. See, Webster been around for a long time. Edition. We find these words thus define: Negro, an African by birth, or descendant of one of full blood. So Negro, an African by birth, or a descendant of one of full blood. So Negroes ain't all mixed. Negro means one of full blood, right? That's also what it stands for. Moor, a blackamoor. And I'm going to show you a Moor that the elders had brought out in the 1800s. Marsh, low ground. Negro, a black Moor. A slave. A mean wretch. A mean wretch. Moor, a black marsh, watery ground. Marsh, a fen, a bog, a swamp, watery ground. And Dr. Webster's definition of the complexion of skin, of the complexion of the skin, he calls it the blood of Africa. See, Dr. Webster called the color of your skin the blood of Africa. Skin. He calls it the blood of Africa. Or their descendants. So they did not, okay this. Look, as follows. Mangroom is all black. A full blood. A mangroom is all black, a full blood. A whole Negro. So our ancestors knew something about a whole Negro because one of them was writing this book. Sambo is 3/4 blood, 3/4 Negro. Mulatto is 1/2 blood, 1/2 Negro. Quadroon is 1/4 blood, 1/4 Negro. Mestizo is a 1/2 blood, a 1/2 Negro. Nigger, a Latin word, was formerly used by the Moors, the old Romans. You find that in the book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1. That's the used by the old Romans in Latin to designate any black. So wonder why they called the prophets in Israel all the men. They didn't just call that one guy the nigger. He said that's what they called them. And then they named the names of the people who they called nigger. Go back and read in Acts chapter 13, verse 1. To designate any black, inferior, object, and etc. A plant, a marsh, flat, moist ground. So why they did that is so that they could justify slavery. Excuse me. But check this out. Or animal. Micah, the more shite. You know these words in your Bible? Micah, the Morashite. Micah is a Negro. Micah, the prophet, in your Bible is also a Negro. A prophet of the Moors. Micah in your Bible. You know the one that said that they changed a person's name and all that? Still his heritage. Micah, a Negro prophet, a Moor, a Negro, a full-blooded Negro, prophesied in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, another Negro, because Micah is from the tribe that he from. Morashite, king of Judah. Elijah was a Morashite, and spake to all the people of Judah. Why would Israel listen to him? To all the people of Judah, the Moors. To all the people of Judah, the Moors. To all the people of Judah, the Moors, your ancestors. To all the people of Judah, the Moors, the Negroes, the niggers. The Latin people called them niggers, but they say Micah, the Morashite, the nigger, the Negro, the Moors means full-blooded nigger, full-blooded Negro. The others, like when you have 1 generation, 2 generation, 3 generation, 4 generation, you getting farther and farther away from your bloodline, and you getting ready to murder your own seed, murder your own line. And so this is how they calculate it to help you understand you getting further and further away. A whole Negro is a Morashite. You see this? Sambo is 3/4 blood, 3/4. See? So he getting away from his generation. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you right here at 5. And then I guess the elders say, okay, now you're a mestizio now. A quarter blood, a half quarter Negro. And then to go back to nigger, a Latin word was formerly used. So I reckon after that, you don't go back up. If you don't climb up the ladder and go back home, just wiped out your bloodline of your father's house. All these centuries of them keeping up with the commandment and doing it, and to get to our generation where we don't care and we just plunder our own bloodline. But anyway, Micah the Morashite, the Negro, prophesied in the days of Hezekiah, another Negro, king of Judah, and spake to all the people of Judah, the Moors, the Morishites, saying, "Thus said Yahweh of hosts," to the full-blooded Negroes. "Thus said Yahweh of hosts, Sion shall be plowed like a field, and Yerushalayim shall become heaps and a forest." Micah showed the wrath of Elohim against Ya'quab or Ya'quab for idolatry. Jeremiah, and I done never learned how to read them kind of letters. Micah 1. And then it's telling you more about the Morishites. Boy, this sister here, Sister Chicky History Channel, you be on the money, sister. Mosereth was built by the Moors. See this? Mosereth was built by the Moors. So y'all see that the southern tribe, if the southern tribes is Negroes, and if the northern tribe is Negroes, then that means that we need to know what to do in order to get right. Second Chronicle, look at the elders is teaching. This is what we was commanded to keep doing. But in America, look, North Africa, South Europe, the appellation of Moors is given to those successors of, I think they say, Muhammad, pagans, Christians, and Jews who extend their empire through North Africa, South Europe, and the islands in the Mediterranean. The Moors gained the highest reputation both in arts and arms of all the nations of the East. The mechanic and the fine arts, especially sculptors and painting, were in a very low state in Europe. When the Moors turned their attention to them and cultivated them with great success, the Moors had founded in Africa the empire of Morocco, where we came from, fam, which was governed by a viceroy named, I think they say, Muka. Muka sent his general Tarif into Spain. Why was they catching us in Spain? Look here. Morocco, which was governed by a viceroy named Muka. Muka sent his general Tarif into Spain, who in a single memorable engagement stripped the Gothic king Rodrigo of his life and crown and subdued the country. A.D., that means after Christ. A.D., so this is what they was doing. A.D., this means after Christ, not B.C., before Christ. This is after the death, burial, and resurrection of Messiah, fulfilling of that prophecy, staying on the earth, and then ascending up to the Father after that was completed. And then they met and got the Ruach HaKodesh at the in the mountain, well, not the mountain, but in the upper room, fulfilling that prophecy. All that happened, Then the temple was destroyed 70 AD. So here's the Morishites right here. Gothic kingdom, Rodrigo of his life and crown, and subdued the country. So remember, Spain was a part of Rome. They attacked the temple, right? This was a war. You see this? So the kingdom of the Moors flourished in south of Spain. So this is why we know we was being taken out of Spain and Portugal, see? for the space of 2 centuries in full vigor. So that's all I'm finna read for that right now. But I just want to show y'all what the sister had sent. And I think that the book is powerful. I like the book, Sister Chicky. I finally got to looking into the book. And, you know, I really like this book. It's talking about the Morishites. And as I think back and look inside of the believe we could go and look through the prophets and see some more Morishites. And I never understood that, you know, what was Elijah? They say Morishite, different names and stuff. Micah, the Morishite, you wouldn't understand that. He was saying he's a Negro, a full-blooded Negro. Y'all see that? And y'all see these names, and you seen how they reckon the bloodline, which was not a race, because race was created during these days, but it was not back then when our ancestors was out there not enslaved, but it was in Spain and in Portugal and in places in Africa. You know, they wasn't classifying themselves as black, but you know, the Europeans, they were saying that because of how you look, then you is to be a slave. And you know, is when you see it say in AD 732, the Moors penetrated from Spain into France and defeated the Duke. Who was the Duke in the Bible? That's, you know who the Dukes is in the Bible? That's Esau. Defeated the Duke of Aquitaine. So you see these Morishites, how they defeated the Duke. Shalom, brother K Judah. Let me read what the brother say. Let me see if I put you on the screen, bro. Oh, okay, I see you on the screen. You say Yaquaba stopping by, my brother. Just got off work. Blessings to Val as well, my brother. Blessings to you too, brother. Bro, go home and rest, man. Val told me to go ahead and go live, and she said she gonna share it. And Sister Chicky was telling me about this book, and I just never got to it. So I felt like, you know, maybe I need to go on up here today. But thank you for coming and stopping by. Okay, so let me go ahead. Maybe I should read a little bit more since I'm at it. And the audio and stuff done got right, I think. All right, so right here. So Aquitaine, the siege of Constantinople by the Moors. That's by your ancestors, the Morishites, the Negroes, the full-blooded Negro, you know, or they may be at Maroons and all them. But Mastigios, whatever they want to call them now. And when they say you got the one drop rule, they understood this. The one drop rule. So they saying they don't care how far you mix your race. If they know you got an ancestor that was one of these Israelites right here from the southern tribe, they gonna put you still gonna have to go on the plantation and work. Even if the slave master forced and made a baby with you, your baby going on the plantation. So that's what they was using. They was, you know, kind of like wickedly using the Bible to make you feel like the more Negro blood you got, it don't matter. You still a Negro. It don't matter. You ain't got to sleep back into your race. And then when slavery, they say, ended, they didn't care. They was, you know, forcing the women on the ship, forcing the women in the field, and if your man did something, they shot him. If he didn't get to the man first. But anyway, their feet passed through the undergirded channel of the Hellespont and disembarked their troops 7 miles from the city. But after a 30-year war and the loss of 30,000 Muslims, look at this, Muslims, which means the people that submitted to Allah, they were compelled to relinquish the enterprise. So they didn't want you to submit to Yah, right? They didn't want you to submit to your law. They didn't want you to submit to the statutes and commandments. So they was trying to give you their version of things. They was trying to give you their laws, but a lot of our ancestors that didn't want to do it, they were slaughtered as Muslims. 30,000 right here. People that was devout to Allah, the one that didn't want to bow down to their idols and stuff, and loss of 30,000 Muslims. You see that? The ones that, look, you have people that that pretend like they speak with a black accent, and you have people that speak with a Negro accent. You have people that pretend like they created the light bulb, and you have the people that really did create the light bulb. You have people that really do submit to Yahweh or Yahweh, and you have people that really don't submit to Yahweh or Yahweh. You have people that say with their mouth that Yahweh Shah is of these people, but in their heart, and then you have others that say it and say it with conviction. So a Muslim is somebody that submit to Yah. You don't have to call yourself no Muslim, but when you say you want to obey his commandments, you saying that I want to submit to him. The only difference is you're not speaking in Arabic. And this book right here teach you about the Arabic tongue and everything. Our ancestors knew how to speak this. The Muslims, they were compelled to relinquish the enterprise. See, they make it think about, oh, it's their religion. No, they wanted them to relinquish their enterprise. You know, they had stuff. And by a treaty between the two empires, look, the two empires, the faithful were reduced to submit to the payment. See, this about money, land, and mine rate, okay? To submit to the payment of a heavy annual tribute. This badge of servitude was, however, soon shaken off, and the succeeding empires were unable to enforce it. Jerusalem was taken by the Saracens, some other Moorish, other blacks of the Arabian Arabs. Jerusalem was taken by the Saracens, or followers of Muhammad. Look at this. AD 637. This is after the Messiah death. So look, now you got some people from, let me save this. And I'm finna go up. I'm gonna show y'all what Muhammad did. What this here guy did right here. So let me save this one. Hold on, let me erase that off. Let me see. All right, there we go. Highlight. So I can highlight him, Muhammad. All right, let me go on up here. I'm gonna show y'all the Arabs. All right, the black ones. All right, the ancient Arabians, Arabians. Letter 6 character are verified from the primitive only by their points and appearance, the only by guttural or apparite in sound. The Arabians, you ever heard of Saudi Arabians? The Arabians use 5 orthographical points of the government, of their character. Hamra, place on the letters Alif, Waw, and Ya. How did these elders knew this? Ya doubled the vowel. Wesla or Usla is put over Alif to indicate that its own sound is merged in that of succeed letter. Meta is a place of Alif to render it long, and it also employed as a mark or a sign. The Saracens or Moors from Arabia brought into Europe the figures of Aramaic and the letters of the alphabet about 991 years AC. That's before Messiah. Or after Christ, my bad. AC is after Christ, my bad. But let's go up here because all of them, the elders put all of them in here. And y'all can go and look through there. But it show that we was the one that established and if the Negroes was dark skinned, then all of Abraham's children were dark skinned. I was reading in this book about Yashmael children, the Kedar tribe, and them. And I was just looking through there and seeing that all of them were dark skinned. Now they say everybody is them, and nobody is nobody. So that's what I want to come and show with y'all today. Hopefully, if y'all willing, we will be able to get back into this right here. This is very interesting to me. I'll probably incorporate it in sister. This is a good read right here. I like this book here. And I'm just gonna highlight some of the things, some of the names, and Sister Chicky be doing her thing. And also just to let y'all know, on the last video, Sister Christina had sent the an article that was written back in the day about our lineage of Negroes that come from the royal line, like King David, and it show you how to know about that. So we was in Spain and in Portugal, and it was the Yaya family, Yaya Negro. That was our name, Negro. So you have the Morishite, and you have the prophet Micah was a Morishite. Micah the Morishite, and they tell you what that means. A prophet of the Moors. And then it said Judah is the Moors, and Moors mean full-blooded Negro, as we see here. Mangroon is a black, a full-blooded, a whole Negro. Skin, it's telling you about their complexion, because they teach us now today that the Negro, a black or more, a slave, that the Negro did not pass down to their children that, hey, we as Negroes, we're black. They said that their blackness is just as adjacent to their blood. It's a skin. He calls it the blood of Africa. So it's showing you that this is who you is as a person. Your skin and your blood, this is you. You. Don't let nobody tell you, no matter if you is a Mangroon, a full-blooded Moor, or a Negro, or you Judah, tribe of Judah, or Simeon, or whichever one y'all come from. Don't let nobody make you feel like you being racist because you said that your skin, like your ancestors said in the 1800s, they was erasing your identity. Your ancestors was trying to leave you stuff. And in Dr. Webster's definition of the complexion of the skin, he calls it the blood of Africa. Black. Your blood is black. Family. Your blood is Morishite. See that? Morishite. Your blood is nigger. Your blood is Negro. You are from the house of Judah. the people in diaspora that was scattered, and the ones that were scattered in the Arabian slave trade before we were scattered. Y'all is from the royal children of Rawaban, of Naphtali, Lawai, a royal people. Even the Goonie tribe, all of y'all, royal people. See? But when you speak highly of people that was spoken terribly about, then they say that you being anti whatever. You being reverse racist. You're not being reverse racist. I'm telling you the truth. You are more shite. You are a Negro. Embrace who you is. And if embracing who you is means somebody think that you hate them, then they the one got the problem, not you. You don't have to hate yourself to satisfy nobody. You know, so when you hold up your ID, no matter if they accept your ID or not, that's who you is. You know, our ancestors would sit down and let folk spit in their face and everything just to drink their coffee. But if nobody don't receive your ID card, if nobody don't receive who you are, if they don't receive your ID, you don't have to worry. Don't spend your money there. What I'm telling you, don't let people trouble you. You are what Yah made you to be. Walk in that. And go and encourage your brothers and sisters not to look down on themselves. See, this is why a lot of people killing themselves. Because people making them feel like it's wrong for them to love themselves. People making them feel like it's something wrong. And you know, I know we say, I want to go here and go there, but if you, no matter where you at, no matter what you dealing with, you need to know that you are worth something and you are valuable. You're not something that's just to be thrown away and treated and dogged out. No matter how nobody treat you. You know, my grandma used to tell me, when somebody always talking about you, they smelling their own top lip. That's all it is. They smelling their own top lip. They're looking at you. They're looking at you like they smelling something. No, that's their own top. That's their own top lip they smelling. So, right here, you see, Micah is a Morishite. You see this. Your ancestors wrote it down for you. Hezekiah is a Morishite, a Negro. You came from them. You came from them. This is your ancestors that set up Morocco. Your ancestors built them pyramids, like the Moors say. You a Moor, and you say, I'm not a Moor. I'm mixed. No. Go through these names right here. I dropped the book in here for y'all could go and read it. And you got to go back up the ladder. Don't go down the ladder. Go back up the ladder. Go back up Jacob's ladder. Don't go down the ladder. Go back up Jacob's ladder. Or don't complain and say, why am I spoiling my own seed? Or why am I allowing all of my the women is like the earth? Why is other folk growing, putting stuff in your garden that your garden was not? When Yah made you as a garden, he laid down the rules on how he wanted the garden to go. A woman is like a garden. Yah put his seed in there, but somebody else want to put their seed in your garden. They don't even see the value in your nation, and they want to put their seeds in you. Before I get off, I want to ask, for the sisters and the brothers that say they want to go out and do whatever, it's up to you. The scriptures say, I set before you today, this day, life or death, you choose what you want. Now, what I can't grasp in my head, like understanding in a way where I say, okay, I would do that full-heartedly, no problem, is that how can a brother or a sister go and make babies with the descendants of the people that the ancestors profited off of your hardship and you still in their kingdom. And you will willingly spoil, because that's what this means, spoiling your seed, destroying your father's and your mother's name. Why would I murder my father and my mother because I say I love somebody? So if I say, in order to love my father and mother, I must murder their bloodline. I must murder their house. And I'm the culprit. I'm the person that's supposed to carry it on, but I'm going to murder it because this is what love is. And anybody else that speak against it is hateful. So why don't people take that same action and say, I love my mama and my daddy. I love my people. I don't want to hate myself. I want my children to be with the people that they said need to be hated, because I do not want my children to be a quadroon and to be all this different stuff. What did Negro males do that was so horrific that if you can forgive European men for slaughtering and amputating and all the stuff that their ancestors did and many of their people do today, but you say for some odd reason, I don't like the men of my nation, I don't like the women of my nation, and you go and sleep with another person from another nation, but you can't forgive your brother or your sister for what they did yesterday, but you can forgive a person that brought you over here in the millions in ships, and millions of you died and was thrown off for, and nobody cared. And we were just, it's something wrong. It's something ain't clicking. And I really think that we really need to sit down and reassess ourselves. If somebody feel like, well, that means that now if you do this, that means you're a hateful person and this and that and the other, you know, these thoughts will go through your mind. People, they say love is love. Well, why can't love be love with you saying, listen, I understand where y'all coming from, but the Bible said, but we don't do that. A lot of us, we say, no, my heart said, my mind said, the law said, or the United States said, or my clique said. We can all just sleep around and marry whoever we want to marry. Love is love. And many Negroes are try to disprove the Bible because the Bible telling them something that they don't want to do. And they say, well, I don't care who I am. I don't want to do what that word said. And how you know if it wasn't manipulated? How you know if you're not manipulating it? So what I'm saying is that my words may not be making a whole lot of sense to, and it might do. But what I'm saying is, please look inside of this. That's all I'm saying. If you had the option to be born again, like a lot of people say they go to church to be born again, are you born again to not be who you is? Would you be born somebody else? Or would you rather be born yourself? If you say born again, what say you? All right, fam, I'm about to get off here, and I know if I play that track, this thing probably gonna mess up, but I hope that somebody got some kind of encouragement or uplifting out of this. And please, family, please continue to support the family and show them love. But I got to get off of here, fam. But that's it. That's it for today. But thank y'all for coming. Thank you again, Brother K. Judah. And for every one of y'all. And for the ones that come hereafter, please like and share the message. If you enjoyed it, if it bless you, okay, hello from I can't see. Let me see. Said hello from Saint. That's say Canada, right? That's Canada, ain't it? I can't see. Y'all forgive me, I can't see. Okay. Catherine's Antoro, Canada. That's right. Catherine, Ontario, Canada. Oh, okay. Shalom to you, brother. Good to hear from you. Ambush, producer. Yes. Oh, okay, Canada. Okay, brother. Well, just keep in contact, brother. You see Brother K Judah. Follow Brother K Judah. And if you're not following me, just follow me out. I think I saw you was one of my followers in the back. And I'm trying to add you so I would be able to. Let me see. If I'm not following y'all, just let me know. And I get on it. But I want to thank y'all again for coming out, and y'all willing, I'll be back to read the book some other time, but I'm finna just take me a little break, and but before I go, I'm gonna read the Bible, and let's see what we got here. So let me pull the Bible up, fam, and then I'm finna get off of here. I had the book of Maccabees, and I was gonna read a little bit more of that from where we left off at, and so I reckon I'll do that. Let me go ahead and go to Maccabees. I believe we stopped at verse, close to verse, so I just started at verse 41. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. Let's see. All right. Then I get off here. So there go the book. Let me see. There it is. Yep, that's it. All right. So let me go ahead and get in there. And here we go. 41. And this is how they take away your memory. This is what they did. As has been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathens agreed. So everyone should leave his laws. This is why you know that they was trying to change your laws. So all the heathen agreed, all the pagan worshipers, according to the commandment of the king. Yes, many. Also the Israelites, remember the Morishites? The Israelites consented to his religion. So this was a religion. So while they saying that you is in a cult, this whole setup is an occultish practice. Yeah, many also the Israelites consented to his religion, colonism, and sacrifice unto idols, and profaned the Shabbat for the king. And the reason why I say Shabbat and not Sabbath, that's Greek. And Samak means, a thorn. I believe it means a thorn in the flesh, a Samak. But Shabbat means rest. For the king has sent letters by the messengers, or the 7-day messengers, unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. and forbid burning offering. And this, look at what this gonna do to you. And then I'm finna get off of here. And forbid burnt offering. So they say you can't keep your law, statute, and commandment. And they forbid burnt offering. This is before even Messiah came. They were supposed to do this as commanded by Yah until the Messiah came. And forbid burnt, even after Messiah came, they were still sacrificing in the temple, and he didn't say they were sinning. And forbid burnt offering, they said forbid it, and sacrifice and drink offering. So a couple of shine bones went up there. And so they say, okay, so now everybody got to do it. The righteous and the wicked. And forbid burnt offering and sacrifice and drink offering in the temple, and that they should profane the Shabbat one, the festival days, that's a Shabbat as well. Why? And pollute the sanctuary, make everybody dirty. The sanctuary and the Quadash people, the set apart people, the people that's supposed to be a light unto the world. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols. This is what they did. And sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beast, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanity. Profanation. The end, they might forget the law, so that they can forget the law. When you forget the law, and change all the ordinances. And whosoever should not do according to the commandment of the king, he said, he should die. So whosoever keep the law, statute, and commandment, he die. But whosoever break the law, statute, and commandment, he live. Think about this, because their law is against your law. So in the selfsame manner wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers, overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city abominations on the altar. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, everyone that forsook the law. So they committed evils in the land, and drove the Israelites, the Morishites, the Israelites into secret places where they knew where they was. They drove them into hiding places where they had to hide. And even whosoever they could flee for succor, for security. So whosoever wanted the Israelites, they wanted to leave, they fled for safety, to hide. Now the 15th day of the month of Keslu, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar. Now, did they not set up hog in the temple in 70 AD? There was another abomination of desolation what they set up in that temple. So y'all see what that is? The abomination of desolation that makes you desolate. Messiah said you're going to be desolate. And builded idols, altars throughout the cities of Yabadah on every side. Josephus said that they were sacrificing swine up in there. And they said that they saw Ichabod. They saw he left the temple. And that's when Judah really started losing. And Judah was so divided and fighting one another. And a lot of them was trying to leave. And Esau was catching them, and all type of stuff was going on. And burnt incense at the door of their houses and in the street. So that's enough for now. We stopped at 56. So remember that we stopped at 56. Let me put it like this. Hopefully I can save it. So we stopped at 56. I'm not logged in, but we stopped at 1 and 56. So remember, next time we come back on here, y'all be willing, we'll be back in First Maccabees 1 and 56. And remember on the other book where we stopped at, and we'll pick up there. All right, fam. Shalom, Sister B Sparrow. Thank you for coming, sister. Shalom to you. Good morning, sister. I Rob, say Barakwar Tawab. Good morning, sister. How you doing? And all right, fam. I'm not gonna try to prolong it any longer. It was just good to see y'all and come on here and read the Bible with y'all. You know, when we was little, we would just sit around the house and just find something to do that's good. Me and my brother and sister used to try to pick acting roles and try to act out the life of Messiah. One time I was playing Peter. One time my sister was playing Peter, you know, because when my sister, she didn't want to be Judas Iscariot. Nobody wanted to be Judas, you know. I ain't want to be Judas. And I said, I can't make my sister Judas. So we ain't want to be Judas. But hey, fam, if that'll be all, it was good to see y'all. And hopefully I'll be back on here again with more for you. So I just want to say to y'all, shalom, and thank you again for coming. And let me try to end with prayer. Most holy and everlasting Father, Yahweh, please hear your people. Help us, Father. We need you. Give us strength. Lead us in the path where you want us to be. Help us to do your will. Whatever you want us to do, lead us in that path and give us what we need to do it. Whatever it may be, to leave here, to go to another place, whatever you want, whatever you desire, please make it where we'll be able to do it, Father, for your name and in the name of your only begotten Son, Yahushua. Amen, Father. Shalom, family. Thank you for coming.